Hey guys, so today is an inspiring day because I'm air writing. Okay, many people don't know what air writing is, but it's something that stimulates my mind and it's something that is wisdom. Okay, and it's basically creating information and thinking. Okay, so basically, I think with my hand, I use a pen, sometimes I use my fingers. I can use all 10 fingers of my hands to do code zero and to think. But you have to realize that you have to be creating information, okay? Because the more information you create and post online, the more you're helping God, and the more you're building up your profile, which is going to be full of ideas about you. And eventually someone will find you out, someone can give you an opportunity, and eventually when you're making events around people come to your profile, whatever it is, and they see one idea that can change their life. But you can also do this via paid advertising with ClickFunnels to make money online. So eventually I'm going to get into it, okay? And from that point on, the rest is history, because my time is now, okay? And I need to make a living for myself even more than I am now. And you have to realize that you have to become someone, okay? You have to become someone who's smart, intelligent, has the IQ, has emotional intelligence, is growing and becoming a better person in the process. Today I went for a coffee. I went for one of the best coffees in town. And I sat on the couch and then I had to vape. So I went to the pokies area. And I seen people early in the morning, like 9:30 in the morning, playing the pokies machine, smoking and drinking alcohol. You know, so rich people don't gamble, okay? I never gamble on the pokies machine. And recently I found out that I'm never again going to play poker tournaments that are under 10k prize pool. Which means every now and then I go to a game, which is a weekly game. It's on a Friday at St. John's Park or St. John's Bowling Club. And basically I can invest about $200 and play poker. And the prize pool is $10,000. And it's better to do that for myself and save 18 hours of my life not playing poker during the week, but play one day during the week, and I'll still save 18 hours of my life where I can invest that into quote writing, writing materials, and social media, for example. I can invest that time into the gym, for example, or just traveling somewhere, or even go for a cruise. Although I'm not going to see the old poker people anymore unless I play the regionals every 3 months. And that's a 10k tournament as well, which I can show up for the event and I can buy in for $55. And I probably will, you know, so like I don't want to play fucking underneath $10,000 tournaments anymore. You know, I've been playing poker 16 years. And it's taken me 16 years to get to this point in my life. You know, I have a strategy that's a winning strategy in poker. You know, I have to get lucky as well. But it's fun to speak your mind also. It's fun to play poker sometimes. Especially when you're winning and especially when you have a good game. And I like to speak my mind. And today I'm going to a festival at Sydney Showground, and it's called Dream State. Above and Beyond will be there, Nifra will be there, Sunset Brothers will be there. So like these guys I listened to for a long time, so I'm looking forward to those sets. And I also have Marlo and Ben Nicky back-to-back set. So what am I going to do at the festival? I'm just going to air write and make quotes, and listen to music, come up with ideas, maybe speak to someone along the way. It doesn't bother me if I don't speak to anyone over there. But I'm becoming wiser, and I'm creating information, something that I can sell later on in my life, because I don't plan to be on a pension in life later on. I want to eventually do events around people, and I want to get back into DJing. I want to get back into my music production and just create information and just be on social media platforms and basically just do my business. I want to do my business. I want to post information online. I want to give content. I want to help someone. And eventually I want to do it in real life, and I want to make money. I want to make money. I want to have money in my life, a lot of it, so that I can travel the world, so I can help God in different ways, so I can go to Africa and donate to people over there and make a difference, And like, I just want to help the world. I want to help the world by giving away everything that I have, But the most valuable asset that you can give to people is your knowledge. Your knowledge is everything. It's who you are, and it's what your morals are and everything. And it's like, the main thing is that you're helping people online, and that you're not trying to harm the world, So don't even try to harm yourself. Say positive words of encouragement. Have a YouTube channel, have a social media going, whatever it is. And regardless of anything that's happening, someone's watching you, okay? And someone sees that you're making a difference. And that's the important thing. That's how you're impacting the world. Even if you're impacting just one person. And sometimes I spend all day posting content online, only to get 2 views on my stories for the 24-hour period. And that's just momentary, that's temporary. Eventually I'm growing as a human, I'm growing my potential. I'm making a difference, and I'm going to keep posting content online. I believe in what I'm doing in my social media. I believe my social media is making a difference. I think it's impacting the world as well. I've got 63,000 views on my Instagram, for example. I've got almost 1 million views on my Instagram threads. My YouTube channel for the year has 11,000 views. Not to mention my TikTok, which has a certain amount of views as well. My Facebook group has views. I've got engagement, on all social media platforms that I'm posting on. I have engagement, and people can find me on my channel. And that makes a big difference. And I'm really working my business. I'm really making ebooks. I'm making stuff, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy to speak my mind. I'm happy to give information. I'm happy to give my life advice about what I am doing with my life. And I'm getting to better stages in my life as well. You know, I'm making a difference. And, you know, I'm happier as well. Like today I have a festival. I have not slept all night. I've been drinking coffee all night. I've been air running all night. I've been making quotes all night. I've been posting information online all night and day. You know, I went for a coffee early in the morning. I came back, posted content online, and then had another coffee. And now it's 12:46 p.m. and the festival starts at 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. at night. You know, I've got the whole day to make quotes. Just make quotes, you know, come up with things around life and, you know, maybe talk to someone along the way over there, you know, and stuff like that. You know, I'm not desperate to have a girlfriend. You know, I know that she will not want me anyway because of my money in my bank account, you know. And the good thing is that God doesn't look at me for my money. You know, God sees how much money I have, but God sees more my heart and how much I want to help people and how much I want to make it in life. You know, I cried recently. I was crying so much and sleeping so much. You know, people don't see that part of me, you know. People don't see how much I cried recently and how much I slept recently. And, you know, people don't see my problems. People don't see my health issues as well, you know, and stuff like that. You know, they assume, oh, rich man or whatever, you know, because of my social media or whatever, you know. But the thing is that many people will perceive your social media as something like rich, you know, rich, and they will think that you have lots of money because of your social media and stuff like that, you know. And that's not the case for everyone, you know. And you have to realize that it's not always about the money, you know. It's always about the heart. What you put in is what you get out. You know, what you give is what you receive. And what you make, you can share toward people. And you can study the mind, you can study your thinking skills or whatever it is. But I have one set of thinking skills now, one set of thinking abilities for the rest of my life, you know. Like I'm set in the way I think. You know, I think in code zero for the rest of my life. You know, and code zero has helped me to talk to myself with my hand and pen or with my fingers. And I create information, and it's been a blessing in disguise, you know, to be able to use a pen and air write with it. Like many people don't know about this. You know, they don't know what the hell air writing is. And recently at poker they told me, why do you have a pen in your hand? You know, I'm the only one at poker with a pen. You know, I'm the only one at the festival with a pen, doing what I do best with the pen. You know, so like the way I live life is unique. And I know that some people live with their parents, you know, and that's not forever either. You know, their parents will leave eventually, and they're gonna be left alone in the world, and they need to think for themselves. You know, they need to go through life helping people, working 9 to 5, you know, making a difference. But along the way, doing up your social media, making money, you know, building a family, and traveling the world and making events around people and just helping the world, you know, and increasing your number, increasing your self-worth, having a better body shape, eating healthier, not going backwards, sleeping better, exercising much more, looking fit, taking action, enjoying yourself in the process, taking yourself out for experiences, going to the movies, have a poker game here and there, don't be so hard on yourself. Make an ebook, make a program, sell it online, paid advertising, click funnels, do it on that, and use your social media to benefit you, monetize everything, organize everything, impact the world with your channel, make yourself a rising star, meet the great people of the planet, mastermind, and get to the stage that you really need to be at, So now it's time for the festival, okay? Soon I'm getting on the train. And what am I going to do at the train station? And what am I going to do in the train? I'm just going to air write and make quotes. When I'm not live coaching via programs, in terms of YouTube programs, I'm on Instagram threads. I'm just posting quotes, quote by quote, quote by quote. God sees everything I'm doing for the planet. God sees I'm trying. God sees I cried recently and that I slept a lot recently, and God knows my habits, and God knows my heart, and God knows my financial situation, my health situation, my family situation, and my situation, so God knows everything about you, and it's what you do with your life to help other people. Regardless of where you're at, you've got a social media. You start posting content on it every day for the next 6 years. Every single day post content online. Make it a habit. Every single day impact people. Open up Instagram threads. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Facebook page. LinkedIn. Go on Amazon, make an ebook. Go on audible.com, make an audiobook. Just be on social media platforms. Post your content on SoundCloud, post it on Spotify. Make this freaking brand about you, man. Like, it's never too late to start, And I'm 32. I started this when I was 25, when I wrote my first book. Although, in the meantime, I organised everything as much as I could. There's still a lot to organise, Like, I have to build a professional website. But I have a website already. It's just that I need to top it off, And it's like, I just want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to be fluent. I want to be a communicator. I want to be a public speaker. I want to do busking performances again. I want to do DJing and music production again. And all I know is I'm not going backwards, And I want to say that I'm never going back to cigarettes because I'm vaping. And I got the vapes instead. And I'm never going back to jungle juice, which is a form of alcohol chemical that you sniff into your nose, and it makes you drunk for a few seconds and then it goes away. I'm never gonna freaking buy that shit ever again. It's expensive, and plus I feel like an alcoholic when I sniff that shit. So that's done and dusted for me. The only time I'll do jungle juice is if someone at the party has jungle juice, then I'll sniff it. But I'm never gonna buy it for at-home use ever again. And now I'm playing 10k tournaments, 10k prize pool tournaments for poker, and nothing less. I'm not playing $2,000, tournaments, I'm not playing $4,000 tournaments, and I'm not playing $6,000 tournaments. And I'm not playing $300 tournaments and $800 tournaments. You know, that's all fucking bullshit. That's all fucking scam. And that's all fucking waste of time. You know, I'd rather keep my 18 hours for the week doing writing and air writing, making quotes, making programs. You know, that's my dream every single day, to build up my profile, build up my social media, take photos of myself, go around Australia again, go to Europe, see my mum this June, in 20th of June. I'll be back on the 11th September in Sydney, 2025. And it's like, you know, I'm traveling, I'm going places, you know, how? You know, I'm doing things, you know, like I'm helping myself, you know, I'm growing myself. You know, where there's a will, there's a provider. Where there's a will, you can provide. You know, so provide for yourself to get to places, provide for yourself all the way through, you know. Be wise, be very wise. Stay away from people. That's another one that I've learnt. You know, stay away from a lot of people these days. You know, don't be close to anyone. You know, don't be close to anyone except yourself. Don't try to be close with them, you know, because there's always something they didn't do. There's always something they didn't say. There's always something they didn't do for you, you know, so they're never going to be close to you, you know, no matter how much you try. There are no true friends out there, okay, you have to realize that. There's nothing out there, okay, it's all inside. Focus on yourself, personal development, self-education, you know, invest your money wisely, you know, start real estate, you know, start making events around people, you know, stay away from sex for a while, you know, don't go brothels, don't go prostitutes, escorts, you know, save your money in a way that you invest it in better places, experiences, something that helps you grow, you know. I mean, do what you like, okay, but you have to realize, you want to go to a brothel, you go to a brothel, man, you know, but there's a certain point in time, you know, those prostitutes, those escorts, you know, they're there to just scam you, you know. You may explode one time and they'll say another $300 you have to give them. You know, it's like, they don't care about you. That's not real love. You know, real love is with one person, you know, one person that believes in you, one person that is there for you, you know, throughout time, through challenges, through thick and thin, you know, doesn't leave you for another person, doesn't cheat on you, you know, is married to you, you know, has a good bond with you, you know, respects you, doesn't try to embarrass you, you know, doesn't be negative on you, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, someone who truly loves you is the one that really tries to help you, you know, tries to help you get to a better level in life. You know, that's where you want to be at. But let's say it never happens. Let's say you're always single because of the money in your pocket. You know, you've got your own road. God's with you. You know, don't be ashamed because you're single. You know, plenty of people are single in the planet. Plenty of people don't have kids. Some people in jails. Some people are homeless. You know, it's not the worst case scenario. You know, so being single is a privilege. Okay? It's a big privilege. You know, most of the people out there are toxic. Okay, they either gamble, they smoke cigarettes, they drink alcohol, they do drugs, you know, and you want to be away from people, and you really want to really think it through about which person is worthy of your time and which person deserves you. You know, because not everyone deserves you. Not everyone will go for your heart. Most will go for your money. You know, so you have to be truly wise to understand why Jesus Christ is single, okay? Because Jesus Christ sees through all the bullshit, you know, and he knows what's good for him, you know? So I'm not saying being single is good for everyone, but being single is a benchmark, you know? It's like, you must never be ashamed to be single all your life. You know, God will provide a way. You know, believe in God, you know, and you will go on your own path, you know. And that's the most important thing, is to go where you are going with your life, you know. Leave people behind you. Leave everything behind you. Move forward, take up your cross, and follow Jesus Christ. That's all I want to say in this program. I hope that you've learned something in this program. Let's say this program touched you. Please share it with your friend, family member, someone who needs to hear these words. Share my channel around. I've got plenty of ideas. I have over 70,000 quotes on my Instagram. Go check it out in my bio link. You know, go through my YouTube channel. Get all my content, you know. Go on my Spotify, listen to my music. You know, help yourself. That's all I want to say.